the players, the personalities who come from around the world to play professional soccer in the United States.
Go, go, USA! Oh, it's incredible!
In a world where some call it football, football, or soccer, they dare to call it foosball. One thinks New York is blue, the other thinks New York is red. Soccer in America from a German perspective. Let them put some sauerkraut on your hot dog and join them for the Schnitzel Boys USA Hour.
Oh,
when are we ever going to update our intros? When are we ever going to update our intros? These are retro. It is going to be the USA Hour, but we should touch on Europe as the Champions League is tomorrow and after tomorrow. There's not much new about the Bundesliga. Bayern München escaped 2-0 losing moment to win 6-2.
I know.
Featuring Leonard Karl, Germany's next new hope via Bayern München.
Interesting for a couple minutes.
We had a couple of pretty cool minutes. The Dortmund-Stuttgart game was lovely.
Oh, that was amazing.
Dennis Undav with a hat trick.
Undav is back, baby, from injury.
So Germany is number 9 this summer. Everyone's talking about Voltmann, but Dennis Undav is like, hey, baby, what about the Undav?
Oh, yeah.
It's Undav time.
I'm team Undav. I mean,
I think I am too.
I'm team Voltmann also. I was team Füllkrug. You know, whoever you want to put in there. But yeah, Undav, he's got that. He just got that swagger, you know, that I like. He's got that. Yeah.
Also, that spot is open. Like Füllkrug was the number 9, but then he went to England and now he's on the bench or whatever. I know he's heard from him since.
I think he's trying to get in England. He's trying to get out. I think he is concerned about his spot on the World Cup roster, and he's trying to make a move in January. But who knows?
You should. I think that's smart.
That's definitely the word on the street.
Die Straße.
Die Straße. Das Wort auf der Straße. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I just want to touch on because we have a big topic today. Bjorn is extra giddy. As Germany rolls forward, America is heating up as we are now finishing the conference semifinals, or the quarterfinals, as I call them, like a human being. And we are entering into a pair of Thanksgiving Friday games. Today, I think now in an hour, we figure out the San Diego, Minnesota.
Yeah, the forgotten teams.
But 3 teams we know, and 3 pretty great games. I guess one was less great than the other 2, but let's just get started with you.
Which one was less great?
Well, I didn't. To be fair, I only saw the highlights, but the Inter Miami Cincinnati game was pretty.
Yeah, that was
like a 4-0.
It was a blowout.
Yeah, Cincinnati was a blowout.
Cincinnati got destroyed, and
however, Inter Miami is now hosting because there's only one team that they could play, which would have been a hosting gig for them. Bjorn, would you like to take it away from here? Who's Inter Miami facing on Thanksgiving Friday?
New York City FC on Thanksgiving Friday in the Eastern Conference Final. You get to see an Argentinian diminutive midfield legend, one of the greatest of all time, and Messi will also play.
Oh, right. Messi will be playing against this diminutive super legend who has gray hair now, by the way. I mean, he is aging. That man's got gray hair.
We will build, I hope, we should build a little statue in front of our stadium of Maxi Morales, who is like just the consummate team player. He was a pleasure. He pushed Andrea Pirlo into retirement when he first arrived. It was clear that he had to take that spot. I had no idea who he was. He came from Italy, but then this was in 2019. It was a long time ago.
But then he also put himself in retirement, then pulled himself out of retirement.
He went back to Argentina, and then he came back to New York, and Pascal Janssen. He
wasn't supposed to have a big role, right? Because he's older, so he's supposed to be coming off the bench. So
I don't know. Last season he came back, and it was like, he can't play every game, and so it was a little bit of rotation. This season, Pascal Janssen was
beginning,
like,
right?
"What do you mean he can't play every game? Like, we're gonna run this kid out until he collapses. I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens
We
until the
don't need his
wheels come
knees
off."
till we don't need his knees in next season. We're doing it this season. I mean, you're
And
young, man.
and he has held up miraculously because he had some injuries here and there over the years, but nothing this season. He has been. I think he's played like I'd have to look this up, but I think he's played the third most minutes on the team. Like, there's not a lot of
Right.
people who have played more. And
He's the engine.
certainly, he is the engine. You know, he's lost a step. He is not quite, but he was never about blazing speed or anything. But he keeps himself in good shape, and he definitely was indispensable for this game because we have faced a slew of devastating injuries. Andres Perea, who was our kind of rising midfielder, who like in the second half of the season really came into his own, but he broke his leg or something terrible happened in the previous game against Charlotte. He kind of twisted his ankle in a way that was, I think, a fracture. So he's going to be out for a while. And then Alonso Martinez during the international break, our main scorer on a bad field.
A beautiful Haitian pitch.
It was in Curacao, actually. Haiti. They play their home games in Curacao.
Neutral venue. Okay.
And yeah,
beautiful.
They showed some footage. There's some footage of this, and it was brutal. Like, he just and it's like 5 minutes before the end, and it's like immediately clear. So he has an ACL injury, so we won't see him again until, I don't know, next summer at the earliest. And so everybody had to run out. Aidan O'Neill, another midfielder, was suspended because of yellow card accumulation. So it was like,
wasn't good. You're up, and you were in Philly against Philly. Good rivals. Philly are the Eastern Conference leaders, right? Or am I wrong?
Supporters Shield winners. Yeah. Bradley,
right. So that's
Bradley Carnell Bradley Carnell just won Coach of the Year. I don't know. What does that make Pascal Janssen? He beat the Coach of the Year on the road with like this three starters injured. I don't know. He should.
And they played a good game, by the way. I was wondering if you actually were going to come. I figured last minute you would have gone down there.
I have been to this was the third time. This was the fourth time we have played the Philadelphia Union in the playoffs. And Maxi Morales, little trivia, Maxi Morales has scored in every single game. So this should not have come as a surprise.
I saw that photo online.
But we played them once at home, and that was an easy victory. And then we had the COVID game in 2021 on our way to the championship. We beat them on the road, where everybody went to Andre Blake's birthday party and got COVID, and so they couldn't field half of their starting lineup, and that was very upsetting. It's still
a pandemic assist.
Pandemic assist, I guess. Yeah, and Thales Magno got.
So that's why you didn't. That's why you didn't go this time, because you guys are winning too much. Like, I'm sick of it.
Well, I was considering. I mean, it's just a lot, because last time, a few years ago, we played in Philly and Maxi Morales scored the opening goal, but then we had a kind of a defensive collapse and lost 3-1, also in the Eastern Conference Final. And, it's a lot. Like, going to Philly for these games, it takes an emotional toll. I mean, those people are so mean. Like, let's be honest about that.
So a good friend of mine.
No, go ahead.
A good friend of mine is going viral right now because she's from Philly and she moved back to Philly, and we're in New York. And she's going viral because she's a Philly ASMR person. I don't know if you saw her on Instagram. For my listeners out there, look up Betsy Kenny on Instagram. She does these really funny Philly ASMR things. She's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Franklin Mills Mall," and like in this, like a ASMR, but like in a Philly voice with Philly specifics. And she's going viral. It's a lot of fun. So I love Philly. Philly's the same.
I do too. I do too. I've been in.
I don't have the same animosity that you have towards the Philly people being mean to you. But a bunch of guys from the Bronx go down to Philly, and the Philly people are mean to us. Oh,
I mean, I think it's probably mutual. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of mutual. There's a lot of testing going on. I don't know. I have a history of close calls at that stadium. I am not one we've hung out in person.
There have been stabbings.
I'm not one to get into fights with people I don't start arguments.
The stabbings have been there was a stabbing there, but granted, the stabbings have been during Liga MX games and MLS games.
Okay,
but still, there is heat there. I'm not saying there isn't, there is a special. But that's the beauty of it. But don't worry about that. You weren't there. You watched on TV, and then NYCFC played a really great game. Like, it was a masterful game. They got themselves a goal and they held really well. Little Kevin Sullivan, the future of the world, was helpless to Matt Freese with a couple of World Cup winning saves. Where I'm like, all right, baby. Matt Freese is keeping his spot. And then Andre Blake getting injured, being replaced by a youngster who actually did a really good job.
I mean, this we have to unpack. Andre Blake, he didn't just go off injured. Nico, our new DP, was really coming into his own these last couple of games. Nico Fernandez Macau tried to catch him out. He got the ball around midfield, and Andre Blake
he should have with a better kick. He should have, by the way. Because that kick was weak. If you gave a little bit more English on that
I disagree. I disagree. This was a perfect shot. I mean, it's from very far.
It was a good save from Andre Blake.
And Andre Blake shredded his hamstring because he had not run this fast since the 90s, trying to get back.
Since his COVID party.
Made an incredible lunging save on the ball that was about to trickle in for a 2-0. And in the process, completely destroyed his hammy to the point.
So it was a
great
move. It was a great move from the DP because he didn't score a goal, but he got rid of the goalkeeper. So it's
I mean, I would have taken that goal, but I appreciate. I have no beef with what you're saying. I think that is what happened. I think we played a really, really good game. The goal was beautiful. And in the end, I mean, obviously, I was at the bar. I was at Banter in Williamsburg with a bunch of NYCFC fans. And it was we were certainly worried about getting this over the line. But in retrospect, they did not do a whole, I mean, you're right. Matty Freese had a couple of good saves. But there wasn't a ton of really high class chances.
No. Philly didn't. It was disappointing. If I'm a Philly fan, it's disappointing because they were just they did this. They had to do all these weird early subs. And it was like desperation the whole second half, and they're just running there. And NYCF, they were playing right in NYCFC's hands, and NYCFC was just doing textbook. Let them come, flutter box, hit them on the counter, and then we got this game. And they did. They managed the game really well. I think on the broadcast, I watched both broadcasts, by the way. I just randomly. I switched from Apple TV to FS1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they had Fox at Banter, which I hadn't heard those guys before.
Yeah, I do that every now and then for fun. And also, I tried to get my mom to watch because I misunderstood. For whatever reason, I thought the remaining playoff games were all free, but they're not. They're only free to Apple TV Plus subscribers, which my mom's not.
Ah, okay.
But if they're on FS1, she can watch it because she's got cable. But anyway. Because we usually have a relationship with mom where we talk about the soccer we watch. It's a father, it's a daughter, son thing. Not daughter, mother, son thing.
Mother, son thing, right.
Mother, son thing. I'm sure your wife talks to Max all the time about soccer games and what the channels are on.
I think 0 times that has happened.
Well, not my mommy. Anyway, so I switched over. I think one of them, I forgot who it was, the Apple TV guy or the FS1 guy. Said this is a masterclass on how to hold a 1-0 lead. It's like, this is pretty textbook. This is pretty textbook. There weren't like I said, other than that great Matt Freese save in the box, Philly had nothing, and that was from a long ball. Philly really had nothing to offer. And Kevin Sullivan didn't really save the day.
Came off the bench. Did not. There was a lot of whining from Philly. A lot of rolling around, but.
All right.
But I mean, I didn't think, oh, we're definitely going to win this, but I was, Philly has been like this. They have beaten the teams that they needed to beat. Most of their points, they have not lost, unlike NYCFC, who had 1 point out of 4 games against DC United and Montreal.
Right.
Philly has consistently beaten the bad teams, but they have struggled against good teams. So, and we're we're pretty good right now. I thought, I mean, from the beginning, we looked like we were engaged. The press was working, but I was like, how can we score without Alonso?
Right.
And we had one beautiful combination, couple other chances. But yeah, then just kind of rolled it out. Raul Gustavo, our new signing, we don't trust him to play center back, I guess. Because Justin Hack had to play the midfield because we didn't have anybody else. So the second center back became Kevin O'Toole, who's actually the left back, and Raul Gustavo was playing on the left. So I thought that was interesting. But he was a warrior. Tavon Gray has had a really incredible postseason.
Yeah, one more injury and the Talaboy is going to be center back. I think he's coming out there.
I mean, Johnny Shore had to go 90, and I mean, we're getting O'Neal back for the next game.
Okay, let's talk next game. All right.
Yeah.
So you have actually been pretty confident against Inter Miami this year. You said like, oh, we can beat Inter Miami. You said that, I think, on a podcast 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Well, we had not lost.
Oh, yeah, we can beat Inter Miami.
We had not lost to them until this most recent one in.
However, let me counter that.
Okay.
Lionel Messi really wants to win an MLS Cup title this year.
Apparently.
With Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba retiring at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And he's now 2 wins away. He's at home against NYCFC. How confident do you feel about this game?
Well, I think, kind of similar. I mean, do I think like, oh, we're going to go in there and blow them away? No, I mean, this could go a lot of different ways. I think they will take us a little lightly. I think that game at Citi Field was a little closer than the result would suggest. We had a couple early big chances that were missed. And so I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, Messi is tough. And I mean, I was talking to a couple of guys at Banter, and they were like, yeah, Johnny Shore and Justin Hack are going to shut down Messi. I don't think so. I'm like, well, yeah, it's hard to... He's a hard one.
Good point from them
to defend. What?
Good point for them. It's a really good point from your friends at Banter. That's good banter, I'd say.
Yeah. It's like, but my counterpoint was, well, who are you gonna play that's gonna shut him down? Like, he's unshutdownable, but they are struggling defensively, and they also, I mean, we are a compact team. I don't know. Let me
give you a little Stefan history lesson. So in April or May of 2014, I was in Red Bull Arena watching USA play Turkey as a 2014 World Cup friendly preparation game.
Okay.
And our right wing back under Jürgen Klinsmann was one Brad Evans, I believe. Seattle Sounders' Brad Evans, if memory serves. Brad Evans' job. Well, I remember I was sitting next to a friend, Schnitzel brother Pat Shea, who's been on this podcast before. And I'm just like, that's Brad Evans. His job this summer is to mark Cristiano Ronaldo. It's his job because we're playing Portugal in the second group game. And then I'm just like, God, I'm just sitting there thinking he's going to get ripped apart against Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Brad Evans here. But lo and behold, freaking USA Portugal. I mean, we dominated that game. If it wasn't for a bad turnover from Michael Bradley and a last-minute brain fart, we would have had that game 2-1. Now, I'm not saying Brad Evans was Cristiano Ronaldo's beast that day, but, on paper is different than reality. So, looking at Lionel Messi versus Johnny Shore and Justin Hack, they're working. They have an assignment. They're there for 90 minutes. They should be able. It's a team effort. If they hold back, like you said, they might be able to just figure it out. Yeah, no worries. Do your thing. Take your time. Do whatever your thing is. I think they have, but you're also right. They have the underdog mentality. They have that Inter Miami's going to be like, oh, we got the lowest seed at home. There's going to be a subconscious softness to that, but it's going to be hard for them to beat. So I don't know. It will be fun. Friday night will be fun. I'm actually going to be in Miami at that time. Should I go to the game, you think?
You should. I think it's going to be a hard ticket. I think they're already telling that the fans are not, the allotment's going to be small because it's still the old, I mean, it's a small stadium.
Well, if you get some for me, then I'll go.
I think I already missed it because I'm not going. I'm going to be in Vermont for Thanksgiving weekend. I'm not going to make it down there. And then
I'm gonna be on a swamp boat in Florida that night anyway.
That's amazing. You should go.
I'm swamp boating.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a good game. I don't know. I mean, like you're saying, Brad Evans. I'm thinking of Guido Buchwald in the World
Old
Cup
school.
final. World Cup final in 1990. Like he was.
Was his job Maradona?
His job was Maradona, and everybody was like, "Okay, good luck." But
okay, Guido.
Diego. They called him Diego Buchwald after that. It was sort of a joke. It was a little sarcastic. He also had a great step over move for an assist in the quarterfinal against Holland. So he had a real he was a pretty.
He had a Max Arfsten. He had a Max
Arfsten coming out at the 1990 World Cup, and he became a legend at that tournament. So this is how championships are. How championships are made. Maybe Johnny Shore will. We'll shore up our defensive midfield and shut down Messi. Who knows?
Well, there you go. The dream continues. Good luck. You're still in it. You got a big game for us. 4 teams left. Like 5, I guess, but 4 after tonight. So just randomly, the 1990 World Cup. I just want to go on this side story real quick before we go to the other game, which was really exciting. So I live on a street in Los Angeles, random little street. And across from me is like a newsstand right across the street. Unsuspecting. People aren't really there. Anyway, today, on Friday coming home, I saw a bunch of production trucks, and I saw all the World Cup jerseys just hung on the wall next to the newsstand across the street from my house. And I'm like, what is this? And I asked, and it was a German woman. It was called the Adidas Football Society. Clearly some sort of pop-up event they wanted for Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And I'm like, what is this? Can I come? Is this an open event? They're like, oh, I think it's a closed event. They couldn't tell me whether it was an open event or not. So I'm like, whatever. So I go to bed. Next day, Saturday, I wake up to DJ. Boom, 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 boom. I get up. I go across the street to see what's going on. It is a hopping party. All the jerseys are out. There's giveaways. There's free hot dogs. It's the Adidas Football Society.
It was very much open. In there. It was an open event.
Very much open. They wrote my name on a list. I was invited. They gave me a raffle card where I could have gotten a free new Deutschland jersey.
Oh, so these were the official World Cup jerseys that have not been revealed?
It wasn't. Well, they were revealed 3 weeks ago. Remember?
Were they? Online. Oh, I missed it.
These are the Adidas things, and the Adidas jerseys were revealed November 1st or whatever, and then this is part of the reveal event. Remember we talked about but the Germany jerseys are throwback to 1990. Right. So I could have, or I could have bought it. They want $150 for it, which is probably cheaper than the store. It's probably over.
There it is.
But, but yeah, all the new jerseys were there. Plus, they had all these fake. So they decked out the newsstand to be a fake soccer newsstand. They put all these fake Deutschland articles and Deutschland magazines there. I sent you some photos, I think. And it was just, and there was a newspaper stand that says Messi wins. It was just this whole soccer event. I got a free hot dog, and I got a free soccer ball, the new World Cup soccer ball. I got the whatever it's called, the tree, not the tricolore, but the tree something or other, because it has the Canada half, the Mexico green, Canada red, USA blue, and they gave me that. They gave me a hot dog, and they gave me a rebranded Jarritos.
Ooh,
it was called Stadium Soda, and it had an Adidas logo on it. But it was just like taped over the Jarritos label. It's just Jarritos.
That's funny.
So, but I just thought it was fun. A soccer man living in LA, and then Adidas right across the street from my house literally woke me out of bed with their DJ. Because their DJ going, hopping, raffles. On this big event, and they gave me a free hot dog and a free soccer ball. And it's just a beautiful being an LA soccer fan in LA. And the new German jersey looks pretty dang.
It's pretty good, but it is a 1990 throwback. Whose name to put on? I struggle.
Schutte, just my own. Now you have to pick a player.
You put your own name?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Florian Wirtz is the star, right? He's the star because really the fake article.
Really
but it doesn't matter because of. Now, granted, this could be America's English bias. But the fake magazine was like Florian Wirtz. It was all about Florian Wirtz because he's a Liverpool player, and Liverpool sells here in the United States. And so I guess it'd be Wirtz. For me, I'm looking for little what's his name to get back? Little German Cristiano Ronaldo. Hopefully he comes back after the winter break.
Mario Götze.
No. Who's
Yamal Musiala.
Yamal Musiala. Thank you. He's been injured so long, I forgot his name. Yamal, come back. Dennis Undav. Maybe it's Undav. We're just talking Undav. Maybe we should get Undav 9.
The last Germany jersey I bought, this retro one that I also really enjoyed. I got Leon Goretzka's name because he was a Bochum guy, and I was kind of moved by his comeback. He was kind of on the outs and then made his way back to the national team. So I'm a Goretzka guy. But yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of players, but I don't have the. I like defenders. I like the D mids. I mean, if Pavlovic were to become like maybe he is the guy. I don't know. We'll see.
I know exactly what you should do, Bjorn. You should get a goalkeeper jersey on the back. You should put number 1, Friese, Matty Freeze.
Oh, I just got a goalie, an NYCFC goalie jersey.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's going to be the Germany. It's going to be the Germany goalie jersey
because he's of German descent.
Of German descent, and he's your boy Freeze, but you still get the Germany jersey.
This is too high concept for me. I'm just gonna go. I was thinking the only high concept thing of that sort. I was considering getting a Bochum jersey this year because we have 2 players named Ibrahim Sissoko. One is the number 6 and one is the number 9. So
that's so funny. Yeah, you gotta do that.
I thought I'd get a jersey that was 60. That's 69, and Sissoko's.
How apropos, because you need 2 Sissokos. You need 2 Sissokos to make a 69. So. Well done. You know what? How come you're not doing that? Do that.
I had it in my card. I sent a picture of it around to people, but I mean, like, am I really going to wear
that's good
that?
enough. Yeah. Also, is it worth $100 joke? Just
is it
the
worth?
Pictures
Yeah.
Of that. But anyway, back to Team USA. Back to Thomas Muller. So I was really excited about, as you know, I'm into the Vancouver Whitecaps thing. I was really excited about the LAFC Vancouver Whitecaps game. It did not disappoint.
Really
did not disappoint. Yeah. It was a great game. LAFC's son, Steve Trundle, on his way back to Germany. Could it be his last game versus Thomas Muller's Vancouver Whitecaps? What do we got? Again, just like NYCFC, Vancouver Whitecaps played a very strong game, 1-0. LAFC totally hopeless out there
in the first
half. But then
really dominated
in the first half. But then in the overtime, the referee gave them 9 unexplained extra time minutes for some reason. I have no idea where that came from. I think Donnie Garber is like, dude, you got to give Sonny a chance to equal. Give him a few extra minutes. So in the 9th minute of extra time, Son had an opportunity to equalize, and he did with a beautiful free kick.
Oof,
he's the hero.
Yeah.
Now they equalized, and now they're up a man because it was a red card. It was a double yellow situation with
Tristan
Blackman. And so now for the whole extra 30 minutes, LAFC is just barraging Vancouver without Thomas Muller, by the way. He was only a 90-minute player. They took him off at the end of regulation. Playing on turf, by the way.
Because
which Hugo Lloris had a problem with. We talked about that, by the way.
You didn't
remember how I said the goal had a turf bounce? He's like, the turf wasn't related. Hugo Lloris disagrees. He said it was a turf bounce. He's like, this turf is ugly. We can't be playing on turf.
I think the turf is bad. I think both things can be true.
Right.
The turf is bad, but that goal was the 2 center backs sleeping. They were beaten before the ball even bounced. Like he was.
Yeah, they all were. But also, you're just whining after the game. Everyone plays on the same turf. We all get it ahead of time. It's not like you're surprised it was turf. But anyway, Hugo Lloris was beaten, and then they held to penalties where Vancouver finally had a confident penalty shootout. I think Son missed his first penalty, right? Or am I wrong?
Hit the post.
He did.
Yeah, I think he
hit the post.
He picked up a little bit of a knock,
right.
He was kind of limping away after that. It seemed like he wasn't really moving well 100%. So that kind of.
Or he's exaggerating it.
Or he was just trying to save face.
The embarrassment. Yeah.
Also possible.
But I don't want to say it was an epic conference semifinal between 2 big teams, 2 big stars that did not disappoint. Thomas Muller and the Vancouver Whitecaps live to fight another day. They are either going to go to San Diego because San Diego is just slightly the higher seed, or they're going to host Minnesota United. And if they go to San Diego, I will be out of town. But if I was in town, I could have gone to that. But so West. So on the West, we got Vancouver versus either San Diego or Minnesota. And San Diego is secretly having an amazing expansion season.
Oh, yeah.
Lest we forget, it is their first year here. There's a lot of fun stories. We got the Thomas Muller and the Vancouver boys. We got the NYCFC Road Warriors. We got, is it Leo Messi's year? Or is it San Diego's, like Anders Dyer? Or is it Anders Dreyer's year? Is it Chucky Lozano's year? Is it Luca de la Torre's year? You know, is it the San Diego FC Wunderkind? The only team that has less of a story are the Minnesota United. I'm sorry. They don't have much. No one really knows. They don't really have much going for them. If they get through, it'd be similar to NYCFC, just another road dog situation. But there you go. MLS is winding down. We've got we got a game today, 2 games on Friday, and then MLS Cup final. And then there you go, baby. This year's MLS Cup will be decided.
Next year, everything's going to be different again, right? The schedule was already announced. Everything's going to be a little bit later because of the long World Cup break. So we're not going to have the international break interrupt the playoffs because they're not going to start until after the international break. And that then probably means they're going to be compressed in some way, right? So
there's also a big World Cup break. But you mentioned there's a 6-week World Cup break.
It's a long World Cup break, And so I don't know. There's probably going to be
a lot of Wednesday games,
Leagues Cup or something. Yeah, it's a very compressed schedule. This is our last full year in the baseball stadiums.
And then there's going to be an even more compressed schedule with MLS is back and spring of
MLS is back. Yeah, which probably then will mean that our stadium will not open until the summer. I would imagine they would take that extra time to finish.
Yeah, I heard that you guys are playing 10 games at Yankee Stadium. Were you playing the rest?
Yeah,
Rebel Arena.
Well, because I think everything is shifted a little later. So now there's always those TBD games around October. That's a yearly tradition where we don't know ahead of time, depending on how the local baseball teams do, whether or not they get to the postseason and how long they last there. So that's always, and usually it's 1 or 2. This time it's 3. 3 games. So we have 10 games at Yankee Stadium, 4 games at Citi Field, and then these 3 kind of TBD, depending on if both baseball teams are good, then we have to go to Red Bull Arena. Yeah. But this is the end. This is the end of this time. I mean, I guess, this would have been the last season, but with this calendar change, we have the mini season, which we don't know yet officially whether that's whether our stadium, our MLS is back. We don't know yet officially if our stadium will be ready for that, but I would just strongly suspect that it won't be, and that we will do the baseball thing for a few more games.
If I'm head of NYCFC marketing and the stadium is available for that mini season, what a great little preview to be like, come on, take a look. Let's sell some season tickets for next year. Let's go take what a great preview to be like, this is what it's like. Next year, it's a full season, as like a soft opening. They can spend the summer crossing some T's, dotting some I's, double.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the legality is or what the deal is. Because, I mean, I think the expectation was that we would play all of our home games in 2027 at the new stadium. So I don't know how this now...
Do you know what the opening would have been the second half of the season? Like, what was the opening?
I don't know. I mean, that's often what happens, right? With the new stadiums, that they're not quite ready in like February. So
the first half you're on the road, and the second half you're
on the road for a long time. I mean, on the other hand, all we keep hearing is how everything is going so well, and it's ahead of schedule, and things are just progressing swimmingly.
But now they need to add a heated surface because we're playing our winter games there.
So
they need to figure that out. Maybe I would say add a couple. I would say take the time to make it winter ready, because with the MLS calendar shift, NYCFC Stadium is one of those northern stadiums that needs to be winter ready.
Well, I think the stadium is a little bit more kind of packed in anyway. I mean, the baseball stadiums are cold AF. Like Yankee Stadium in March is. But that's also part of the architecture. It's like a summer thing. They're open to all sides. The wind blows through there. So I think our stadium is going to be a little bit more protective.
You know what's really cool about Yankee Stadium? A subway train goes right through. You can always see the subway train just go through. And they can look into the stadium. It'd be nice if the new stadium had like a corner of the subway, the elevated subway goes past. You look into the stadium.
I'm definitely going to miss Yankees. It's like obviously well documented. It's a mixed bag playing in a baseball stadium.
I used to go to those games. It's a fun night out. No,
and it's a fun. It's a fun night out. It's and I like Citi Field better in principle, but not our seats. Like I have great seats at Yankee Stadium, like right under the bleachers behind the goal. So I'll miss that because that will not exist in that way in the new stadium. So anyway, it'll be nice to. I'm looking forward to this being.
I look forward to the people who love the seats they got behind the pitcher's mound that was like 300 feet away from the field. They were there every week, and then they go to this new stadium and like, our seats are way too close. Where are the
whoa?
Where are the seats that are 300 feet behind the mound?
I know.
Those are the ones I wanted.
Yeah. Where is the infield? Where's home plate?
That'd be funny if there's a group of fans that don't understand that's not really what a soccer stadium is supposed to look like. Wow, this is a cool looking soccer stadium.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. It's all rectangle.
It's very rectangular.
Yeah, we're really close.
Really leaning into this rectangle.
I'm dying. I hope there's at least one guy like that. Just one. What's up with this rectangle? What the heck? Are we conforming now? We're like any other team. What the heck? Where's my diamond? But anyway,
I think the Yankees should play a couple games in the new. It's only fair.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. That
should play a little baseball in our soccer stadium. Maybe. I don't know.
You know what that's like? It's random, but I have to share this. So I was on the phone with T-Mobile customer service, which I am all the time. And someone in the store told me something that the people on the phone were like, "Oh, he was lying. Sorry about that. That's wrong." And then as a suggestion, she said, "You should go back to that store and you should tell them that they were wrong." That's what she said that to me. She's like, "Go back to the store." This is a 1-800 customer service lady. She's like, "Tell them that they were wrong." Like, she's like, she wouldn't drop it. She spent like a full minute talking about how I should go do that. And I was like, "Can I interrupt you? I'm not going to do that." It's like, stop. No, I'm not going to do that. Why are you even suggesting that? I spend my free time to go back to the store.
We don't need to rehearse what I'm going to say to them. I'm just not.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I think she was.
So this is how the Yankees feel about. I think it would be
good news. Now you can play in our stadium, and like we won't. You guys don't shut up about it.
That'd be great. And then if a road team hits a home run, they can do like the motion where they kick a soccer ball in the goal. Like they do.
Yeah, you can stop talking about. We're not going to do that. You can. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're just going to play baseball in our world-class stadium, $1 billion organization.
I like this idea. I'm gonna put this out into the universe.
Well, this is the end. As MLS is winding down, we only have a couple more weeks of that stuff before it is all. But it's like we have Champions League Tuesday, Wednesday. Got to keep an eye on Dortmund and Leverkusen, and Bayern München's perfect season continue. They've only dropped 2 points with one tie. The rest have all been wins.
And it looked,
they're playing someone big on Wednesday, right?
The Dortmund-Stuttgart game was amazing, but it ended in a tie, and so.
Everyone else is matching each other just fine, but Bayern München is flying. Bayern München at Arsenal on Wednesday. There you go. Just like PSG.
I was just going to look up. I don't have any. Arsenal, Bayern, Frankfurt, Atalanta, Dortmund, Villarreal, Man City, Leverkusen. Ooh, these are some tough. Some tough matchups.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bayern München is the only team with a W. I guess Frankfurt should be able to handle Atalanta.
Bayern's going to win at Arsenal.
Will Yunus Musa get off the field at Atalanta? Sure, why not? Bayern München's had a perfect season. They beat PSG at Paris, so they can beat Arsenal in London. Arsenal,
yeah, they're definitely good. No, I'm not. Not arguing.
You doubt them?
Not arguing with you there. All right.
We'll see. Will Kai Havertz get minutes? Is he still injured? Is he playing?
He's still hurt.
He's still hurt, unfortunately. All right. So there you all, boys. That has been this episode. It's a little earlier. We apologize if Daniel Young was hopping on a little late. We apologize.
Stefan is wrapping it up before I could even put the tunes on. He's in such a hurry.
We're keeping our podcast tight. You at home are probably excited.
Oh my God, we completely ignored Daniel Young's chatting. Happy and sad.
Oh, I didn't know.
FC 1. I just turned it on. NYCFC 1, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Tottenham lost bad to Arsenal. We might get destroyed by PSG. Tottenham Tottenham? It's getting destroyed. Oh, because they're in the
They're playing,
Morales. Maxi
midweek, I guess.
Morales is
Yeah.
the ultimate octopus. He's amazing, aging like fine wine. He came in 2017. He's correcting my 2019.
Excellent.
He's been a long time. 27.
You were on Daniel Young Shaq duty. What did you drop the
First,
ball?
I dropped the ball. First ballot Hall of Famer, praying for an MLS Cup and FA Cup.
Yeah, me too. Daniel Young. Tottenham will get that FA Cup. And NYCFC on the road to get MLS Cup. Two games. You got Messi and you got Thomas Muller. Like the video game levels. You got the second boss and the big boss. So they might be a little reversed. People might say Thomas Muller is maybe a little bit. But Thomas Muller is such a great field general. Just want to say he plugged in so nicely this year. It might be Canada's time to win the MLS Cup right before the World Cup. Canada might have themselves a moment.
Ooh.
This year we might have to give Canada their moment. That's what I'm shipping. So sorry, NYCFC guys. I'm shipping for Canada and Vancouver to have their moment this year. And for Thomas Muller to be like Canada's LeBron James, pretty much. I don't know. To be like everyone have Thomas Muller fever.
Okay.
And then, and then the Canadians will root for the Germans this summer as they play their games in Canada, and we'll see. All right, everybody.
All right.
Cheers.
Sorry, I neglected the chat. See you next week.
See you next week. Cheers.